Hello, and welcome. Lily, are you still going to cast spell magic on the door?
No.
No. We were reading the
Because
spell during break, and it would only render the door unoperational, or non-operational for 1d4 rounds.
Oh.
So,
I was thinking of a kookaburra, not a capybara. A kookaburra is a bird.
Alright, so I guess we can just wait, and in a few days after eating and waiting for Faye to get back to life, we can start messing with the door and pillar.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Okay, is there anything else you guys want to do in these 9 days?
We hydrate her so that she doesn't die.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's see if there's anything that happens to you guys in
I
9
get my
days.
pebbles back. I get my pebbles back.
They're not pebbles, these are bullets.
Sling bullets.
Metal, yeah, sling bullets. Sling
Okay.
stones are very different.
Yeah.
First 3 days are fine. Day 4, 5, 6 are fine. Day 7, day 8, and day 9 are all fine. Some more
Day
fine than
9.
others.
Day 9. Alright, from the show. We have a special guest. Day 9 arrives.
You guys heard it here. Neil said day 9 is fine.
Day 9 is fine.
That mean? Is that a thing he says?
It means he's hot.
Fine.
Given sufficient amounts of alcohol, yeah, I'd hit that.
Oh, well. Sean, if you're listening, I mean,
Please don't be listening.
You can come in the show and make your move.
Please don't be listening.
alright, so, Neil, does she come back to consciousness now?
Yes. Eventually, after 9 days of worrying, she comes back.
Faye!
Faye, I feel like you leveled up as you were unconscious.
Did you? Did you level up?
I don't know. Where's the crew? Where's the boat?
I feel like we did experience fairly recently.
No.
I feel like I handed out experience kind of recently.
Nope.
No.
You didn't, because Jenny's always like, you didn't give us XP.
Yep.
Don't you remember that voice in your head? XP.
Also, I think you only have one crew member left. I think the other one died by the snake.
What?
Yeah. Remember in the snake fight, one of the crew members got killed.
But we had more.
Yeah, you had 2 survived, and one of them got killed in the fight with the snake.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I had forgotten, but someone has reminded me.
Great. Thanks for that.
I'm trying to look. I seem to recall giving you guys experience for fighting the monk.
No, you didn't give us that.
No, we didn't. Yeah, that's true. We had the fight against the whole crew, and we almost died, and we didn't get the XP for that.
Or the tiger.
Or the tiger. Or the crocodile.
I know
The crocodile you guys didn't kill, so
And the
it doesn't
snakes.
matter.
And the snakes.
I didn't give
And
you guys.
the shipwreck.
So this is how
And
the
the-
conversation is going to continue.
and the
Neil being like,
others-
"Are you
I'm
guys
asking the
sure?
scurvy dogs. Hold on.
Give me explanation. Give you XP for this," and we'll be like, "Yeah, we're sure." And then it'll be like, "Are you sure I didn't give you XP for this?" We'll be like, "Yeah, sure." So let's fast forward that real life thing.
And that's why she does such a good job working for EG, is because she actually gets shit done. Not to say that you two don't, but you know. All right, so let's give some
They
experience
get
here.
highly secret stuff done for Ubisoft.
Yeah, stuff that we're not allowed to know about.
I know they won't even tell us.
Seriously, must be cool. Okay, so the monk was about that, plus the captain was about that, and the crew members were about this. There was the tiger, which was that.
The shipwreck.
The
The creativity with the otters.
Surviving the shipwreck, I'll say. Everything involved with that shipwreck.
Killing our crew members.
We've experienced a lot.
Yeah, we get the experience of all our crew members. We just absorb it.
No, you don't get the experience for the crew members. And then there were the 2 snakes, which we'll just do very roughly. 50. Is there anything else in here?
The dragon.
There is no dragon. Oh, there
Yes,
was the
there was.
There were
interrogation
like
of those people.
5.
The 15 trolls that we killed.
Okay. Let's give you some role-playing experience and divide it among 3 players. Wow. You each get 4,300.
I don't level up.
I don't level up.
I don't level up.
Oh, look
What
at
can
that.
you repeat?
Not that
4300.
English and numbers?
Yeah.
Well,
55,575.
Yep.
Still missing like a little bit less than 5k.
9 for me.
Me.
So, you guys are now all together. Faye is awake. Faye, you have had a catastrophic knee injury, if I'm not mistaken. It was knee crushed. So let's look up the exact specifications of what knee crushed means.
I don't even remember that.
It was under the critical effect when you got your leg crushed.
Oh.
Constriction, leg. It was what? Knee crush, no movement, -4 to attacks and minor bleeding. Was that what it was? Crap, I should have written this down. Or was it armor damage, leg injured, leg broken if the target has no plate armor to cover the legs? Was it leg injured or knee injured? Hold on, I did write this down someplace.
I don't remember.
Crushed knee, that's right. Knee crushed. So what does knee crushed translate into? So Faye cannot really move. Or I guess you can hobble on one leg, but your knee's in intense pain. It's pretty swollen and painful to the touch.
Okay. My knee is swollen and painful to the touch, guys.
Oh, poor Faye.
Is it blue?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The entire knee, about one hand above and below the knee is bright, not bright, very dark blue, and it's kind of yellowish and brownish around there as well.
Is there anything we can do to
Awesome.
help her?
Can we
That's
make
my
a cast?
How's my feet?
Um,
Is my feet blue? Or just the knee? Because if my feet is blue, then my leg is done. If my feet is not blue,
Then
Then
your
I'm
knee
good
is
to go.
done.
I don't know what you mean by done.
like if the feet is not blue, then the blood is still circulating. So
Oh,
still
I
have
see what
chance
you
to
mean.
recover.
Yeah, no, there's still blood circulating to your feet.
Okay.
Okay.
So it should recover at some point. Can we make her like a cast?
Let me read from the book for you guys. Crushed, shattered, or destroyed. Limbs that suffer this kind of catastrophic injury may never be usable again. Hits to the torso, abdomen, or head of this magnitude are often lethal. If the victim survives, he will never recover to his natural self. A limb damaged this way will be useless for the rest of his life, or her life. Any hits anywhere else will leave the victim incapacitated. The victim will be bedridden for at least 1 to 8 months before he can even regain the semblance of mobility. A cure critical wound spell or other healing magic capable of restoring 20 hit points of damage can repair the damage of this kind of injury. In addition, the bones of this area, if any, are assumed to be broken and may require another application of healing magic to repair. Destroyed hips, shoulders, or limbs reduce the character to 50% his normal maximum hit points. Any other wounds of this magnitude reduce the victim to 25% of his normal total.
A
So-
monk with a stupid leg. That's dumb.
Or
Is this a limb or like?
this is a limb. There are rules in here. So one of the things that you can do is you can cut off the leg and replace it with like a peg
Whoa.
leg or something. That will get you. That will bring you from 50% max HP to 25%, or instead of
But you
being
said-
down by 20
You
by
said that can
50.
be fixed by a healer.
A high level healing spell will be able to fix a little bit of it, but it's a pretty high level spell to fix that. Cure critical wounds.
So could someone like our shaman or something do that? Potentially?
Oh, you mean the guy that you have in
Our
Vickers
cleric.
Cove?
Yeah.
You'd have to ask him, but Cure Critical Wounds is a pretty high level spell. Let me see
It's
exactly
like
where it is.
higher than what we are right now. It's okay, we can just ride the wind forever.
It is a 5th level spell, which means you have to be level 11
Holy shit.
to cast it.
Maybe that guy who made our health potions.
Who did it again?
The shaman.
Tax.
Oh,
Tax.
I just remember because it was such an awful name, because who wants to be taxes and who wants to do them twice?
but I liked his food. So-
Yeah. And he
Yeah.
took great care of Kai. Hopefully. Maybe. We love you, Maggie.
Okay.
Well, that's bad.
So I guess we just kind of have to, like, wait until we can get off the island to do anything for it, huh, Faye?
Yeah, I mean, I can't walk.
What's her movement speed now, Neil?
0?
She can't walk at all?
No.
Can we make her crutches? What about with the walking stick? Because she still has one leg.
But it's a sort of like the bones in her knee have been completely crushed into like 1,000 fragments. So any sort of jostling or movement is just ridiculously painful for her to the point that she can't really move about. You guys could carry her on a stretcher and she would suffer the entire time, but you could move her about like that.
Well, we need to get off this island, ultimately, right?
Well, I mean, we've come this far. We might as well try to see if we can figure out this thing below the pillar, right?
Yeah.
At least we'd have money or something.
Well, let's get Faye and everyone else out of here before you start magicking it.
Yeah, let's
And-
get her out of here.
If I ever want a peg leg, is it like I can't do that shit on my own? I need to.
No.
go to
You'd
the-
need to go to a surgeon or a healer of sorts.
That'd be sick. A monk with a peg leg.
That's
Sub high. Sub high.
But could I even fight with a peg leg?
Yeah. The loss of limb will reduce a character's blah blah blah. It doesn't matter if the character can compensate with a wooden leg. The hit point loss will be reduced by 1 step. So instead of being down by 50% max HP, you'll only be down by 25% max HP. And then you can still walk around and do stuff, but if we need like a jumping check, you'll have like a penalty to jump because you'll have a peg leg instead of a normal leg. Or there will be problems with it, but
And if we put
you
like
can still do stuff.
a sword at the end of her peg leg, can she like kick people and sword them
Whoa.
with a sword?
what was that
She'll
movie
have a
called
hard
with
time walking around.
Is it in Kill Bill? Or no,
No.
not in Kill Bill. In like the other movie from the same
Grindhouse.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly where I took the idea.
Yeah.
Can she have a gun?
No
We
guns.
don't have gunpowder in this.
Can she have a
Yes,
sword
yeah.
though at the end of her leg?
That'd be
Walking
sick. Like
in dirt or mud will be very difficult because you'll sink all the way down, and walking on your ship will be difficult because every step you get
like
stuck
a
in the
sword,
deck.
like a sword cane. Like it has a sheath, and then she just goes. She lifts her leg and she goes, and it's a sword.
But then she has to hop around on one foot while she uses the sword.
But she's super graceful because she's a monk, so she can just be like.
I'm letting her fight for it.
Monks don't use swords. Monks use fists and feet.
Faye is a unique
Well,
human.
this monk
I mean,
uses
yeah, human.
fist and 1 foot and 1 sword.
Like this.
No.
Imagine us cosplaying that.
Now you have to have a peg leg.
Hey, it's not a sword if it's connected to her body, Neil.
Yes, it is.
It's just a tool, like her brass knuckles.
I'm letting the brass knuckles slide because that's still a punching thing. The sword, no sword feet.
Dang it.
Not for a monk. They would break. Then you'd be breaking the rules of the monk class by using something out of there. It's like if Lily puts on armor, she can't cast spells. If a
Okay.
paladin starts behaving evilly, they lose their paladin abilities. If a ranger does X, Y, and Z, they'd lose these other abilities. The monk is similar. If you start using bladed weapons, then you start losing your monk abilities.
If a paladin is evil, he cannot do.
He loses a bunch of his paladin abilities. Yeah.
Wow.
Brace, peg leg.
She can use a peg leg.
Brace, peg leg.
Brass peg leg?
Brass, peg.
That's brass.
With spikes.
Metal.
Oh.
Yeah,
You
like
could
a
have a
peg.
metal coated peg leg. I don't see why not.
I see where we're going with this.
Anyway,
Wait a minute. I'm
the
not giving
point
up
is-
on my leg yet. Once
The
I have
point
a
is for
peg leg,
now.
it's gone, right?
Lily, stop. Lily stops cutting Faye's leg as she says that.
What? I would have
Oh.
punched her in my face. Even though I'm sitting down, I can throw a punch, right?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. you.
so can we make her like a brace to take the pain down?
The leg is. I mean, the pain is best when she's not moving. So the bracing it when she's not moving wouldn't matter. I don't understand when you would use the brace.
Because you said we're carrying her and it would really hurt
Oh, yeah.
her.
She's gonna suffer one way or the other. It's
Okay, so never mind. Forget it. You don't get no brace.
Yeah.
Okay. So we lift her, me and a pirate, the only surviving pirate. Which one is it?
I think we
Good.
need to name him.
question.
He already had a name.
He did. One of you guys, whoever wants to, but call it out ahead of time, roll a d2 to see who has survived.
I'll do it. This
Roll a
is for
1
your
and
life,
it's Key.
pirate.
Roll a 2 and his name is Scrap. 1. Key, the more attractive of the two, survives.
Success.
human?
Hey, that's superficial, Neil.
Yeah. Why are you so shallow?
Because I'm a guy. All we care about is looks.
Well,
Can we call him Rupert?
That's not his name.
you can call him Rupert though.
That's not his name.
Can we call him Wilson?
His name is Key.
Why do you want? You should.
Can
Every
we-
time we talk to
Can
you,
we
call
call
it
him
like this.
Ferdinand?
It's fun. Come
Can
here,
we call him Arturo? Can we call him Michelangelo?
He'll take Michelangelo.
Can we call him Neil? Just
No.
Neil.
Mike Nealangelo? Anyways, so me and Mike Nealangelo carry Faye outside.
I'm like, watch out, Bob. Don't hurt my leg too much.
My name is Key, guys. What the hell?
All right, and then I go back to the door so that I can stand guard in case something jumps out at Lily. And then I'm like, all right, do your worst, Lily. Well, this is a coconut kiss. Have you ever seen a coconut kiss before?
No.
All right, so let me see. All right. Let's do some steps and some thinking here. I'm gonna start things off by glitter dusting the pillar so that I can see beneath it. I'm trying to put the glitter dust at the bottom. So I'm trying to cast the glitter dust.
It's blinding. Like you can't. There's too much. It's. So you try to cast the glitter dust down into the holes.
Yeah, my aim is as far as I can.
The
down.
glitter dust expands out of the hole and hits you in the face. Your eye is painful and swollen. Not swollen, but like, ow! Oh my god, I've got glitter in my eye! Oh, Jesus! Oh!
I have a save versus spell.
Not when you're putting it in a tiny area and sticking your eye up to it. It goes, alright, casting it to... Like, there's no save. There's no save, Lily. It goes away, but you're like wobbling around on the ground and everyone's pointing and laughing at you.
I'm like, wait and see. Wait. And
Also,
see.
anyone that's standing in the room with you now has to make a save versus spell.
I was right outside, I
Yeah,
said.
she was outside.
Where
Yeah.
am I?
But remember, this is 20 by 20, and the inside of the room is 18 by 18 or something. We went over this last time, where everyone outside within a certain area of effect also gets hit.
But if she casts it down into the hole.
Yeah.
It goes poof, because the hole does not have an exit.
Right, but it would
well,
not.
now we know.
Okay,
it
so this
would
is what I'm
work.
saying, like physics here, right?
hmm
If I'm spraying a 20 by 20 cube of water into a little 5 foot by 2 foot hole,
hmm
right? Yeah, it's gonna go in and then come out and splash out, but there's gonna be a bit of space that's taken up by the hole, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not gonna actually
But
go.
the hole is
20
only
by
about
20.
yay big and so far deep. Like the volume that the hole takes up is insignificant
Negligible?
compared to the
Okay.
total area of effect.
What do I roll?
Just a d20. I mean,
was
this
like-
doesn't make a difference. You don't need to, whether you're blinded or not. Half the
Alright.
party's blind for a while. It wears off. It doesn't have any in-game effects for the moment because there's no
Okay.
monsters attacking you, and it doesn't matter if you're blind for the moment. But yeah, so Lily, you shoot yourself in the face with glitter dust, hobble around for a bit, get your shit together, go back
Go
over
down.
and try and look down, but there's all these glittering particles that make it too bright to really see deeply into the hole. It does illuminate things, but this is a tiny. It's like a small blood hole. It's like yay big. So when there's like little glowing particles, they
Oh yeah, totally. A small blood
But
hole. I
if
know
I put,
exactly.
like,
You know.
come on.
Wait. If I put
don't
my
have-
eye up, wait. If I put my eye up to a tiny hole, like in the door, like when you have the little tiny doors to like look through and see the person completely. Pretty sure I can see more when there's light coming from the other side.
Yeah, but the issue here is that there's glowing particles in your way, so that what do you call it? So your
they don't-
eye,
they don't
your
fall?
what do
They
you call
don't
it?
fall to the ground at any
No, they
point?
float. It's glitter dust. They may float slowly to the ground.
Continues to sparkle until it fades.
Yeah.
And it reveals invisible creatures.
Yeah, because it sticks to things. But my point is that, like, the glowing stuff close to your eye takes up or produces so much light that you can't see this stuff beyond it. Like, if you have a light bulb in front of you and you're trying to look past the light bulb, it's harder to see because of the intensity of the light and whatnot.
Well, I'm waiting.
So no, you cannot see into the hole with glitter dust. But that was a
even
good try.
till the end when it fades.
When it fades, it all fades together. You saw earlier with the glowing light that it's roughly, you're guessing, 5 feet deep. But
Lily, should we try to smash it or should we try to put some blood on it?
What if we dig around it?
it's stone floor.
Something other dimension rope trick.
Should we go get an animal and put some blood on it and see what happens?
Okay. Deal. Oh, something unseen servant.
Okay, I go look for an animal, Neil.
Okay.
Okay, you go
And I
look
give
for an
strict
animal.
instructions to the pirate to watch Faye. Key. Watch Faye.
No, you should have said leave.
Ryan. Watch Faye.
Okay, so Key is watching Faye.
Mhm.
Okay, and the rest of you guys are doing what exactly?
I'm going to look for an animal that will bleed.
All right, you eventually go and hunt an animal. We didn't really keep track of how many arrows that you were using.
I took them back out of the animal after I killed them.
Yeah, but some of them might break off in the animal and become unstable. So give me a d10. How many, whatever you roll is how many arrows you have left.
But I only shot 3.
3, but you did that for a couple days while you hunted while Faye was unconscious. Remember, we just kind of fast forwarded over all that crap? Of course.
I really don't think that's fair at all.
Normally
I
it's a 50% chance of an arrow breaking on an animal. So we could go through and like hunt one by one and then do a 50-50 chance, but I figured in 9 days you would have shot more than 20 arrows. right?
All right.
Does that
It's
make-
up to you. You're the DM.
Thank you. You still have your
just think
crossbow.
I don't think that shooting little birds and squirrels would render that many of my arrows useless.
Yeah, but when you hit the squirrel, the arrow like goes through the squirrel and hits into the wood, and you might not be able to break it out without breaking it. You hit the capybara. There are problems.
Whatever. If that had happened, the thing is also that I would have switched to my hand crossbow instead, which would have completely changed everything. Because I wouldn't have wanted to use all my short bow arrows because they cause more damage than my hand crossbow arrows.
Well, we're here.
All right.
We're doing our best approximation of everything to save time, right?
Right.
So,
My one golden arrow left.
I
use my hand crossbow.
Oh, okay, yeah. You go and you find yourself an animal. Give me a roll to hit with it, with your hand crossbow.
I don't even remember how to use that one anymore.
D20.
So my skill address
plus
is still the
5.
same.
Yeah. D20 plus 5.
14.
You strike a small bird. Give me a damage roll. D3. It doesn't matter. It has 1 HP anyway. It dies.
Okay. I take it back reverently, and I hold it over the pedestal. And if there's still blood from the wound, I just let it drip on there. And if not, I poke it. I'm really having a tough time with this episode.
All right. You poke it, and the blood flows into these holes, and nothing happens.
By the way, were those holes clean or were they with dry blood?
You didn't notice any dry blood on them.
Did I? Because my
No.
perception is higher.
None of you.
Nor on the door?
The door is, again, receded all the way into the wall, so you don't see any on that section.
Was there
No.
any blood receptacle on the door?
Again, the door, like, you can only see the end of the door. It's all the way in the wall.
Like there's two pieces of wall like this, and then the door is between
Yeah,
them.
it's like a
so we
sliding
can't
door
see
that
it.
slides into the wall.
Oh. Should
So-
we take the door out?
I think that if our information is correct, which it usually is when we find out information from the Nealiverse, we probably need human blood. So considering that we probably don't want to kill our crew member or any of each other, we should try to smash it. What do you think?
I can temporarily dispel it.
Yeah, you should dispel magic and then we should smash it.
It's made out of stone though, right?
It is.
Can Faye sit punch it?
Faye cannot sit. Yes. Technically, physically, she can.
And then we break her hand. I can grease it so it goes in easier.
That's what she said.
Oh god.
Sorry, I shouldn't have done that.
Neil, please.
So, okay.
It's December. Anna.
So by stone, because when I think of stone pillar, I think that probably it's like bricks, and you could like.
Think like Mayan pillar. If that changes your.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
But that would be made of separate stones that could be dismantled from each other.
Yeah, if you look closely at it, you would see that the base is, this one pillar that's carved, and there's a separate one stacked on. They're very carefully and well stacked on top of one another. There's a little bit of mortar in there. But yeah, it is multiple stones stacked.
I have another idea of a spell, but for tomorrow. I can open doors with it. Yeah. And I can close doors with it, so I could close it or open it at will.
Faye, if you were to punch this with your brass knuckles, do you think you could punch it in one of these like seams and maybe break it?
It's a magically locked door, guys. Punching it won't do anything.
But if you dispel magic.
But I just told you I got another spell that can actually open and lock it at will. No matter if it's magical or not.
Okay, sure. Let's do that.
I tried to mess with the pillar. If I try to move it, nothing happens.
No. You give it a shake, you sit on it, you pound on it, nothing happens.
I poke it with a stick. I put my fingers in.
You put your finger in the hole?
Yes.
Okay, nothing happens.
Ooh, I have an idea. Against my better judgment, because I've done this before, I prick my own finger and drip my own blood in it.
Ooh. A little drop of blood slides down in. It's hard to tell how far it goes. In fact, you can't tell how far it goes, but you wait around for a few minutes and nothing happens.
Well, it probably needs more blood than that. But I probably shouldn't make myself bleed a ton.
No.
Well, let's use your spell. Fast forward.
Yeah. I mean, wait. Before we go to bed, I'm gonna try one last thing. I'm gonna try the unseen servant. Cast it within the pillar again, and
Okay.
try to make it mess around downstairs.
All right, you jiggle
Like-
unseen servant around, pushing and pulling on crap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Touches walls.
No
Make it
effect.
push up on the pillar.
Yeah. Push up. Pull the sides. Pull.
No.
Rope trick.
Come on, let's fast forward to your other spell.
Yeah. Okay.
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 Let's see if anything happens that the rest of the day or night. No, day passes uneventfully. Next day.